This whole offseason, Zach Taylor has backed you 100%. Thinks the world of you. We all know that. Did you ever think that you would not be a Bengal this year? We are coming to you from Sycamore High School. Joe Mixon holding his annual football camp for the kids of Cincinnati. There are 500 kids here. Their parents are watching in the stands. This is one of the biggest turnouts for a camp that I have personally ever seen covering these in Cincinnati. And I had the opportunity to sit down with Joe Mixon one-on-one. We had a great conversation, and this interview is one you will only see here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. All right, Joe, so I told you off camera that I've been to at least 6 or 7 of these camps. I've never seen this many kids here. Yeah. What does it mean for you to see this kind of turnout to one of your camps?
I mean, to be honest, like yesterday, all I just had a reaction was just wow. Like, I mean, just the love and support that, you know, I constantly get from Cincinnati and the fans and, you know, just the kids, you know, all of them coming up to me and saying, oh my God, you're my hero, like, and that's just things you love to hear and to see, just a consistent support from all of them. I mean, it's the most I done had since I done been here, and you know, I love it.
What is it like for you as a person to have little kids tell you that you are their hero? What is that like for you?
I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool. That's things that you can never get tired of hearing. You know what I'm saying? So. To me, I mean, that means everything to me, and it really reminds me on why I keep doing what I do, and just try to, you know, do the best that I can to keep them feeling that way.
I mean, drafted in 2017, you spent your whole career here in Cincinnati.
Yep. I
know you love this city so much. Yep. Why has this city kind of captured your heart, I guess?
Pretty much, they embraced me since day one.
Yeah.
I remember walking through the doors and all of a sudden everybody just screaming, Mixon, Mixon, you know, coming across the stage when I came at Paul Brown. And those are things and memories that, you know, you'll never forget. I mean, 2017 felt like yesterday. Really, it seemed like it was a long ways away in reality. But at the same time, you know, just like I said, the constant love and support that I get from the fans, I mean, I love what I do, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I mean, anyone who has ever spent their time to give back to other people, from my experience, it always makes you feel just so good. How does it feel for you after you complete one of these camps successfully? You know they're having fun, and they're just enjoying their time with you.
I mean, you know, I come out here and do whatever I can to give back to the kids. I mean, you know, you run on the field, and all of a sudden, everybody run up to you and try to tackle you and things like that. Like, man, I just love you, and you know, just little things that the kids say. It's just like I continue to say. It just reminds me on why I keep doing what I do, and these are things that I'm going to forever love doing. Is giving back to the kids and the community, and try to do my best to, you know, be the best influence that I can for them.
I know your mom's here today. Like having your mom here and watching you do all of this stuff. Did that ever cross your mind that this would be a situation that you're in?
I mean, to be honest, she loves it. That's something that I think that's something that she can never get used to be honest. She rarely sees it, but at the same time, when she gets around it, it's like, oh my God, like the love that my baby boy getting, it's like, I love it, you know what I'm saying? So it's exciting to see, and I love it for her, to be honest.
And I mean, you've voted a team captain last year. Your teammates love you. You can see, if you've ever been into a locker room, you can see that. You can see the love you guys have between each other on the field. What does it feel like for you to see, you know, your teammates, Jamar Chase and Travion Williams, come out to support you at your camp?
Yeah, you know, to be honest, it's a blessing.
Mixon's a good guy all around. You know, he does great things for everybody in the locker room, not just himself. You know, even though he's been through a lot, you know, he's still an amazing person. It's hard to see that he's been through so much and be the person he is today. So, you know, I'll support Mixon, you know what I'm saying? I just want to come out, show support to the city, to the community, the children, you know, just show back to Cincinnati.
To have guys like that, of that caliber, really come out and support, it means a lot to me. I'm sure it means a lot to the program as well. You know, having everybody stick together and things like that. But in terms of the captain-wise, I mean, I always felt like since pretty much day one that I walked in, I felt like I had a role when I first came in. My second year, that's when I felt like I pretty much took over that role, that leadership role. And, you know, we had a lot of guys buying into what we were trying to build. We brought in the right guys, and, you know, now you see the sky's the limit for us. So we just got to keep on doing whatever we can to stay positive and keep leading by example, and pretty much doing whatever we can to pick up where we left off at.
Speaking of your leadership, Zach Taylor highlighted that on Tuesday. He was asked about you, and you know, he said that one of the biggest reasons why he loves having you in the locker room is your work ethic, your camaraderie with the guys, and your leadership. What does it feel like to know that your head coach thinks so highly of you?
It's a great feeling to know. I talked to Zach. Zach always been great to me. Since day one, since he's walked in. To be honest, for me, I felt like, you know, that's something that just was ingrained in me. Pretty much the work ethic and the leadership role. I've always been a vocal leader and always tried to do whatever I can on the field to lead by example. So for the most part, just, you know, people coming in, just try to keep, you know, getting them right, getting them into shape and to what we're trying to keep building and what we're trying to reach and approach. So I feel like the people we got in the locker room and the personalities that we have, I feel like we're just going to get better. And at that point, you know, hopefully in the end game, in the result, I feel like we'll have the tools and all of the people and pieces that we need to become successful and try to reach and achieve a Super Bowl.
When did you feel confident and comfortable being that type of leader in the pros? Like, what year was that for you?
To be honest, when I was really comfortable with it was pretty much year two.
Okay.
I felt like I felt like I took up on that role pretty fast, and I started getting a lot of guys to follow, try to do whatever we could to, you know, get motivated. And I felt like now, you know, we see what we tried to build back then. I mean, we pretty much have that now. So it's a blessing to see. I remember, you know, coming to Paul Brown. I'm sure a lot of people remember it was Paul Brown Stadium then. Coming to see, I think it was like maybe week 13 of my third year. Probably had like 5,000 to 10,000 fans in there.
Yeah, there were not a lot.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, you know, now it's like we almost have a sold out stadium every game. So it's a great thing to see the transition. You know, the fans, they deserve it, and we're gonna try to do whatever we can to get past that hump and bring them something that they never had, which is a Super Bowl.
You mentioned building. I know you guys have a clear goal that you're going for. Orlando Brown Jr., the last time you were on a field in the same uniform with him was Sugar Bowl? 2016. You guys beat Auburn that year. You scored 2 touchdowns in that game. What does it feel like for you to have him on the team now, and you guys may have the potential to chase a Super Bowl together?
It's a great feeling because I know what Orlando Brown brings to the table, and he's a great player. You know, his dad was a great player, and you know, just the characteristics that I didn't seen him, you know, over these past pretty much 9 years since we played on the same team together, or really 10 now since we played on the same team together at OU. We're getting a great player, great guy, and you know, just a great leader. He's always been a great person. He got a great work ethic. He's not the fastest, but I can say he is the biggest. You are the biggest, OB. But at the same time, the guy is just a ball player. And he'll go around saying it all day. Ball player, ball player. And one thing about him, great personality, but when he get on the field, he turns it on. He's a monster. And we done dreamed about playing together since pretty much my second year in the league, which was his first intern. And now that we're able to get that, to, you know, make that happen, it's very exciting. And you see him in practice when I take handoffs from Joey B, and all he talks about is crib. Like, it just takes me back to those old days, and I feel like it's definitely something to look forward to.
How has your relationship with Joe Burrow grown from 2020 to now? It seems like you guys are so close, and that relationship seems like it morphed so quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys just clicked.
Me and Joey B always had a great relationship since he's came in.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got stronger, and the connection that we done grew. And just to see him, you know, year after year, get more mature. I mean, that's one thing that I love seeing from him. You know, just in terms of his body, you know, just the way that he is as a person. You would think a quarterback of that caliber, you know, sometimes, you know, they don't be the best with their teammates, but Joey B, he's great to everybody in the program, and that's staff on and above. And I feel like what he brings to the table, I mean, sky's the limit, always having him. So, you know, like I said, just seeing that guy and him maturing in terms of, you know, as a person and his looks and everything, it's a great thing to see.
You know, this whole offseason, Zach Taylor has backed you 100%, thinks the world of you. We all know that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, national media, they get bored and they start like drumming up things. Did you ever think that you would not be a Bengal this year?
No, not at all. I mean, you hear a lot of noise, but at the same time, when you don't pay attention and when you don't see it, it's like, can't none of that affect you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a great thing to see that. Most importantly, that matters most is Mike Brown.
Yeah.
You know, he comes up to me at practice and he always happy to see me, and that's the best feeling. It don't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? He's the owner and he makes the decisions. And he embraced me since day one, and I love Mike, and I know Mike loves me too. So it's a great thing to have that, and I feel like our front office, everybody is great to me. Everybody has backed me 100%, and it's a great feeling. Just the love and the support that I get from them continuously, very appreciative, and I mean, it's words really don't explain, you know, the true feeling of what that means to me. So I just try to keep on being the best me in all phases in life, and, you know, just let everything play out how it's supposed to.
When you have the love and support from the top down, does that help you to even focus on your craft even more, set your goals, get ready for 2023, and play to your max?
Definitely, 1000%, because it gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Especially after a year like last. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Does it irritate you the injuries? You obviously had to overcome a few injuries. Then you have that one game where you had 5 touchdowns, a record. What are your goals for 2023? Because, I mean, when you average over 4 yards per carry, you usually amass over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, for sure. Really, honestly, just to be the best that I can to, most importantly, protect Joey B.
Yeah.
Secondly, I would say be a very efficient runner, make guys miss, and finish every run. And they gotta feel it, and I know for a fact, like, what's to come. Just like I said, just gotta be patient, be solid, and as long as I do my job effectively, play my role how I'm supposed to, because everybody got a role. And at the end of the day, you just got to be the best you can and be the best teammate, and do whatever you can to make it happen.
Now, there are rumors that have gone around. You probably haven't even heard them, but I hear them as a media person. Do you ever wish that people would keep their nose out of your money? They talk about pay cuts. They start rumors about all that stuff. Do you ever wish that people would just, like, pay attention to their own coin and their own bank account?
I mean, they entitled to their own opinion. It's, you know, sometimes it get annoying, but at the same time, it's like, they're not me, so how could they understand? You know what I'm saying? And I just try to do whatever I can to, like I said, this year we'll continue to prove on why I belong and why they signed me to what they did. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm very excited, very optimistic about this year as a whole, in terms of what I feel like the Cincinnati Bengals is going to bring to the table, and I'm going to do my best personally to, you know, be the best player that I know I am, and you know, pretty much try to break every record that the Bengals have in terms of every running back position. So I just got to do whatever I can, stay solid, pay attention to my reads, and just do whatever I can to stay on the field.
You're already 5th in franchise in rushing, so
Yeah,
I mean, you're on your way there.
Time to turn it up.
Joe, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Congratulations. This camp is a huge hit.
Yeah,
I'm really
thank you.
impressed.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in training camp.
Yep, let's get it.